Hi YouTube fam, it's DawnMarieRNY, and I'm checking in. This is my week 5 post-op RNY update. I'm sorry I was slack in the last couple weeks. My bad. I'm going to try to be better about getting in here every week to give you my updates. So I'm sorry. So I'm back and I feel great. My energy level is still not completely back to normal. But I think now that I'm entering into week 5 and my diet is less restrictive, that hopefully I'll be able to take in more calories and be more active now that I've got the thumbs up to start exercising, which I do now too. And I can build up my strength and get that energy back to normal, and maybe even better. I'm hoping, right? And more energy than before. So my numbers. Okay, height weight. First of all, I'm 39 years old, and I am 5'2", and my high weight was 249. My surgery weight was 236. Last week I was 217.4. And this week I was 212.6 for a loss this past week of 4.8 pounds. I have a total loss of 36.4 pounds and a loss of 23.4 pounds since surgery. So I'm not super excited about how much I've lost since surgery. I know that we're not supposed to put expectations on ourselves, compare ourselves to others. I just was hoping for a little more. But I am not completely discouraged, just a little like, okay. And I'm just going to keep putting one foot in front of the other and doing what I'm supposed to do. I wasn't getting in nearly enough calories, not nearly enough protein. Like I said before, now that my diet is opening up a bit more, I think that I'm going to be getting back on track and hopefully start losing a little bit faster. I have had some NSVs so far, and loose clothes. I haven't tried the next size down, and I have 2 sizes down in my closet, in bins in my closet, just sort of waiting for me. And I'm really afraid to try them on because I don't want to try it on and have it not fit. It just would break my heart. I just don't want to feel like that. Like every time you bring something into the dressing room and you're hoping for a smaller size and it doesn't fit from before, pre-surgery. I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel like that. So I'm afraid to try on the next size. I need to get over it because my pants are pretty loose. So it's time to go ahead and do that. I'll try to do that this week. I have been getting compliments from my friends and family and coworkers saying that they can definitely notice a difference. I can't. I know that we say that all the time. I really can't see much of a difference. I can see it on the scale, and I can feel it in my clothes, but in the mirror I don't. So it's nice to hear that from people. It really is. It makes me feel really, really good to see that they are noticing a difference. That's really nice. My rings are really loose. My wedding ring is kind of flopping around here. It's making me a little bit nervous actually, so I'm thinking that I might have to take those off soon. My shoes are loose. That's cool. My feet are getting skinnier. Who knew? I guess those are the biggest things I've noticed so far as NSVs are concerned. I have been incorporating all sorts of foods now, but very slowly. So like a regular day for me at this point would look like a protein shake in the morning for breakfast, and I do like the Fit Frappe. I'll add maybe sometimes some sugar-free creamer or some PB2 to it to give it a little different flavor so I don't get sort of bored with it. I don't really like to blend it. I like it a little bit thinner, but sometimes I will make it with the almond milk, and sometimes I make it with water. I like it both ways. So if I feel like I'm not going to be able to get it down, then I'll do it with the water. It's a little bit easier, a little bit thinner, and I just shake it up in the bottle, shaker bottle, instead of putting it in the blender. So that's makes it easier to get down. Greek yogurt. I love the Light and Fit. Different varieties of it. It's only 80 calories, and I think it's like 12 grams of protein. It's really good, and I like it, and it goes down just fine. Tuna fish, those, you know, those Starkist Creation packets. I can just throw one of those in my bag for work, and I have some light mayo and mustard at work, and I'll just mix in a little bit so that it's moist and it's easier to get down. I'll have that for lunch. Delish. And or I've been eating a lot of fish, a lot of fish. So salmon, I'll get the salmon from the prepared foods area at the grocery store. I'll just get like 2 fillets for the week, and I'll have that twice for dinner, and then I can have half of a fillet. Usually that's about 2 ounces. I don't usually get the whole thing down, but I try. And then I'll have the leftover, the other half of the fillet for lunch. And that works out great. I have tried eggs a few times. I'm surprised. I thought that would really be one of the first things that I would be able to have, and that would go down smooth, and not so much. I used to love breakfast. It was like one of my favorite meals of all. Like, love breakfast. And I'm not so crazy about the eggs. And they just don't go down as well. So just one of those things. I guess I'll try again and, you know, keep trying intermittently and see if things change. But for now, not so much. So I have had pork. That was really good. Just really, I've shredded it and had little teeny bites. Delicious. So good. My water, I add Crystal Light. I like the, it's the peach mango tea. There's like another peach tea, and then I think there's like a green tea and something, blah, blah, blah. And all of those are like sort of similar flavors, and that's what I add to my water. And this is my new water bottle. It's a Camelback, and it's easier to clean than the other one I had, and I like it. It's pretty. Makes me happy. Trying to get that water in. I tried beef for the first time. Oh, I am a huge red meat lover. Like, love. And so, I was so excited about that. I could only just have maybe an ounce, but it was so good. It was delicious, and I felt okay. I just didn't push it. I just had just a little bit, and it was really yummy. But I was sad. Such a weird thing, right? Like, I wanted more. I could just have just this little bit, and I was like irritated that I couldn't have more. Why? Why do I need more? It doesn't make sense. Like, I tasted it. It was good. I was full. Why was I irritated that I couldn't have more of it? I need to figure that out and get over it. I'm hoping in time that will happen, because it's hard when you see these big meals and it smells so good and it looks so good and you can have just such a little bit. It's sort of messing with my head. It's making me a little bit sad. It's the truth. Okay. I do have some goals. I haven't really talked about goals, I don't think, yet. So here are some of my goals. Ooh, my hair looking a little bit crazy. Okay. So Wonderland is my first goal. And that would put me at 50 pounds down, also from the beginning of my process until Wonderland. I haven't seen Wonderland since before I had my second son. So that was over 10 years ago. And so that is a big one for me. Really big one. I would also like to see the size 14s. I'd like to get into those size 14s. I'm in size 18s right now. Like I said, I'm nervous to try the 16s on, but I think that I should do that this week. But the size 14s would be a big deal. I have not been in a size 14 in quite a while. Probably again since around 10 years ago. And then I would like to see 170. That would put me at 80 pounds down, and 170 was, I haven't seen that number since before I had my first son, which was over 14 years ago. so that's another goal of mine. Then also 100 pounds lost. That's a big one, right? 100 pounds lost would put me at 149, and I'll do some sort of victory celebration. I'll figure it out. That's going to be fun. And then last but not least, my goal, I believe, will be 130. That's where I'd like to be. It's at 130. I guess I will reassess as I get closer to that and see how I'm feeling, how my body is feeling, where I feel comfortable, where I feel healthy. But for now, that's what I think. So, okay, I'm going to wrap this up soon, but this is for James RNY Guy, and Lacey, if he hasn't watched, tell him to watch, because I need to be the next Freak of the Week, and I'm going to play a little song. See if you guys remember this. Do you remember? You 90s peeps out there? All right. Bye, guys. See you next week.